Hi everyone. In last session we went through list and its operations. Today we will learn about dictionaries. List and dictionaries are two important workhorses of Python. While programming in Python, you might encounter list and dictionaries every time you code. To those who are from other programming languages can think dictionaries as maps or associative arrays. To those who are new to programming, imagine this dictionary as your plain old paper dictionary. Suppose you want to get the meaning of programming from your old dictionary. So what you will do? You will open dictionary, you will move to the word programming and find the meaning of programming. So here word programming is the key and its meaning is like value. For example, I can go on the net. For example, we don't have here, I can't show a plain paper old dictionary here, but yeah, we have Oxford Online Dictionary. So I am going to programming and I am finding the meaning of word programming. It says to me the process of writing computer programs. So here key is programming and its value is whatever it is being defined like the process of writing computer program. So how we will write this in our Python. This is for you to just think of Python dictionaries as something key to value map pairs. Now, suppose let me declare this as dictionary and programming is my word and its value is example. So let us print out dictionary looks like. So to create a dictionary, you need to add curly braces and in between that, whatever is the key, for example, key is programming, then colon and its value. For example, if I want to now find the meaning of programming, I can just do, okay. Suppose let us take any other example. One more word we can pick it up. Hmm, let it be computer. Its definition is very big, but yeah, we'll take this up. Now, if you want to add another word into your dictionary, you can just do it as and its value is this would be you can take this one. This is right. Okay. Now see now let's print dictionary. You can see here there are two keys programming and computer. For example, now if I need to do it as programming, okay, and if I type as computer, so now we have mapped key to value pair. So here again I reiterate key is programming, value is process of writing computer programs, and in this computer and the value is definition. So this is the basic example how we can create a dictionary. But dictionary can be of many types. You can create databases from this. It simple database in your program can be a dictionary. Or otherwise, if you want to create a complex array of dictionaries, then also you can do it. We'll see the nested dictionaries also. So now I think we might have got how we can create a dictionary. If you want to create an empty dictionary, for example, let me do it as dictionary 2. If I just want to create empty dictionary, I can put two curly braces and nothing in it. So let us print dictionary. Here it is. Oh, dictionary 2, because we have created now dictionary 2. Okay, cool. Now, for example, the dictionary 2 is the dictionary about superheroes in Avengers. Okay, there are two kind of top mainstream Avengers and Marvel and DC comics. For example, what I can do here is that dictionary Marvel. Okay, we can also name dictionary 2 as, okay, dictionary 2 as what we can name superhero. Okay, superheroes we can just substitute like this. Hey man, please. Okay, now let's see type of superheroes, and let's print superheroes. Here hero spelling is wrong. We don't care about it. Okay, so now superhero is an empty type of dictionary. What we can do is that superheroes Marvel, okay, and let it as Iron Man. Okay. So Marvel has an Iron Man comic character in it. Superheroes, let's do it at DC and do it as Superman. Now let us see what happens here. Okay, cool. Now we are getting here Marvel and DC. Marvel has Iron Man as value, DC key has Superman as value. So if I just want to get what are the type of keys here, you can just put it here superheroes keys. Okay, so this is there are two keys Marvel and DC. And if I want to do values, what are the all values here? We can just do it as superheroes dot values. So it says Iron Man and Superman. But one thing is that we need to consider here is that there is not only one character in Marvel comics. We have multiple characters like Spider-Man, as you see in our new movie Avengers Infinity War, Thor, Captain America. So what that we will do is now here is that let us put it here like superheroes, okay, and Marvel equals to Iron Man, okay, then Captain America, then Spider-Man. Let us add one more, Thor, and Hulk also needs to be added. Hulk is also. Mm, Now let us see how does our superheroes dictionary looks like. So now we have all the list of. This is a list. You can see here. This is a list. So what we have done here is that we have mapped the key to list pattern. And in DC we can add superheroes DC equals to Batman, Superman. Can anyone suggest any more DC superheroes? No, Spider-Man is Marvel. We need DC. Superman is already there. We have added Batman and Superman.
Add arrow.
Cool. We can add Arrow and Wonder Woman. We are right. Thanks, Bhadraj. Arrow and Wonder Woman. Okay, cool. Okay, now let us print here our superheroes dictionary. So we have got a lot of things like Marvel has this many comic character and DC has this comic characters. Now, why do we need dictionaries? So you can see here, like if you wanted, have here clearly segregated Marvel comic heroes and DC comic heroes. But if it might have been list, then I might have not been able to do. For example, let us do it here. For list, okay, then I might have to add everything. First, let me add Marvel, comma. As we know in list, we need to apply comma. Then again, DC. This kind of object type representation is not valid for sometimes. For example, when you, for example, you want to put a collection of superheroes, then this kind of representation can make sense. For example, let me pop out first of all. Does anyone remember how to remove Marvel? So we can just do remove Marvel, and we can do here remove DC because this both are okay. There is a spelling mistake. You can always see name error always represent like name error will come when you are trying to print something or do an operation on something, but it is not defined. The variable is not defined. So then name error comes. Whenever name error comes, this type of error refers to the variable is not defined. Then search for that. You might have done spelling mistake or there is some other problem. Okay. Right now in the till now it might be a typo error or something. Let's do that heroes. Now this is proper list to represent all the proper heroes, but we can't, separate Marvel and DC comic heroes in our list. So that's why dictionary is required. So I think I have made it clear why dictionary is required. because we want some object type to represent. For example, let us take another example as let us create a food as a dictionary. Now we will do some operations on dictionary with the example of food, or we can take any other thing like we can do the operation on this only superheroes. Another way to create a dictionary is, for example, let me put it here, food equals to dict. Okay, and after that let me say name equals to non-veg and value equals to x. No, if I do it here as food, then we have, okay, cool. Okay, now let me put it as non-veg and x. When you are writing dictionary function, then you need to include equals to. Otherwise, you will get an syntax error. So this is another kind of error which you should remember. Syntax error will always occur when you have not properly complying with syntax of Python, whatever the standard is required. Now, why this keyword can't be an expression? Okay, it is again right. Yeah, sure, thanks. Bracket that is right. For dictionary function, we will require a dictionary kind of thing. Okay, we don't need knowledge in, we don't need that in code. Now it has created non-veg equals to x. For, for example, we can do it more. Food equals to dict, and if we wanted to add some other more, we can just do it as dictionary, and then we can put it as tuple also. Example non-veg, then comma x, and after that we have another veg, and our favorite veg is paneer. This is another way to create a dictionary. You can check more on this, the patterns to create dictionary, and this can be also the list as we saw in Marvel and comics. Like we can create multiple dictionaries here. Now, due to short time, we will go to some dictionary operations. For example, to calculate the length of dictionaries. For example, we have our superheroes dictionary. To get all the keys in the dictionary, just type superheroes dot keys and you will get Marvel and DCs. But this is a different object type like dict underscore keys. So this you will not be able to access. For example, if I store here keys equals to superheroes dot keys, okay, and if I do here keys 0, since I want to access Marvel, it will throw an error at type error. So type error is another type of error which is responsible, like you are not able to perform this kind of operations in this. To do this, we can simply put it up like this. Make it as a list. Adding a list function will create it. Now key 0, normal, keys 1. This is important to iterate over, like for example, if I do for superhero, okay, in our dictionary name is superheroes, okay. For loop, if you are not aware of about for loop, you can go and read on online about for loop, but this is a kind of loop that iterates over your values in dictionaries and then in the elements in the list. We'll go it afterwards, but yeah, you can take it as a self reading for this kind of purpose if you're not understanding for loop. Now let me print here superheroes and then superhero. Okay, since this is superhero is not defined. Okay, cool. This should again name error because we haven't defined superhero here. We can again go here and write this should be superhero and then superheroes. Okay, is name. A lot of typos on my side. Okay, length. Cool. It is a key and it is iterating over superheroes key. What is the value of superheroes now? Oh, it is just this. So we have lost our superheroes value. So that's why we were getting an error. Let us take it. How did we lose our values here? We lost this values in our first operation, this one. Superheroes, we just did it and that's why. We'll check this error in advanced classes. For now, let us replace here with, okay. Now our superheroes is fine. Because our superhero went from dictionary to string, got this error. Let us print first superhero. See, it has printed just the keys. But if I want to print this superheroes, then what should I do? So we have got our both superheroes as an list, and if I want to print everything, I can just do it as superheroes. Let us put this in value. Heroes equals to, then after that for hero and heroes. I know this is advanced thing, but I am doing it right now just for our purpose. So you can print all this kind of superhero in both, and it will print everything. So this is another method. And other operations which we can do is that we can find the length of dictionary. Length is just like len, and we can do it as superheroes. Just a second. Okay, this will print the length of keys, total keys in the superhero. Marvel and DC is our another key. For example, if I add our Indian version, I don't know who used to do Chacha Chaudhary and Nag, but let us do it as like Indian superheroes. Indian superheroes, what we can do is Shaktiman and then Junior G. Okay, so two superheroes. Now, if we print here, okay, I have more 10 minutes left. I will cover every important stuff which we can do. Okay, so we have our Indian version also. Now, if we print length of superheroes, then it is 3. Any other thing which we want to cover? If you want to delete the Indian version, you just do it del is for delete superheroes and then a. Okay, this will delete and let us see now our superheroes version. It is right. Yeah, I will just give an example of for loop afterwards. Okay, and apart from this, if you want to get all the values, as I said, we can put the values and we can put the list. Yeah, also there is another values after values. This is like superheroes dot items. If you do, it will print all the dictionary items. And if you put in this in list, see what happens. Let us put this in list. But it is not advised to put items in list. You can put values and keys in the list. Okay, so this is put up like this. This it has differentiated between two keys. It is Marvel and this one, and DC and this one. You can create this method also. And apart from that, what I can do, what which method I can tell you. The one would be pop method, and we can do update method. Okay, in couple of minutes. So pop method is like again we can add Indian superheroes because I don't want to delete this superheroes. Superheroes, okay, equals to thing on Junior G, any other Aryaman. It was another version. Let us see now superheroes. Now if I want to pop Indian version, we can just do it at superheroes dot pop din. Okay, and if I after popping it will give the values what is it has popped up. So this sometimes you can store in a variable. For example, let us repeat our this. Delete doesn't give this one. So, and again let us repeat this value. Okay, um, ind equals to, let us do it just like this only. Control V. So what is the value of ind? The popped out, the deleted values in superheroes dictionary. Again this is the same. Any other thing which I want to cover? Okay, for example, let us do it now. One application, one real life database. Before that we can take update method. For example, superheroes 2 equals to, again we will do this as Indian, and then let us do it as Shaktiman Aryaman Junior G. Suppose you have another dictionary of, there are two dictionaries now, superheroes which contains, and then there is superheroes which contains Indian superheroes. Now we want to update this one to our this one. You can just do it as update, do it as superheroes 2. It works. Let us see it works out. Type error. So now we have all the superheroes version. Another example I can give in 1 minute is about how you can like movie database, or for example, what you can do is that dictionary within dictionary. For example, there are students, we have to store marks of every student in our class for 5 subjects like physics, maths, chemistry, geology. For example, let us create an empty dictionary of students. So let us see what student is now. Okay, cool. So we can first, our first value would be, for example, Arya. We can create name Arya. Then after that, let us consider his marks, and marks would be and another value marks. Okay, and this will have another dictionary, and this would be like physics. Let us consider only PCM group, physics, chemistry, math. Physics 32, chemistry 35. These are all out of 40. Okay, we smart student. Math, let us consider this as 40 as code filling this subject. Okay, so we have Arya. Arya is another dictionary. Okay, and any other one we can take up, like for example, just copy paste Raj, and we can is passing on some 24, 30, 30. Okay. Now what we can do it here is that students dot update y stud and students dot update Raj. If we see now students, okay, update replaces the old one. Cool. We can see what operation we can put it up. Okay, just do it as name. Okay, this will not take place because we will require a tuple of dictionaries. Okay, I have only 1 minute left. So yeah, you can try this. Make a database of student with Arya and Raj that contains every name and values. For example, I can give you a hint. Try this with tuple and dictionary method. For example, it should be a list of. For example, we have done this one earlier. Okay, yeah, this one is not there. Instead of name, we can replace everything. Okay, I will give this demo in next session. Thank you. I don't have much time left for this free session. Thanks a lot.